Just email us your information at wpkyonline@gmail.com. We're proud to call Caldwell County home. WPKY.
Good morning, and thank you for joining this morning on Coffee Talk. It's 34 at 8:10. We are joined by Family and Consumer Science Agent from the Caldwell County Extension Office, Ashley White. Good morning, Ashley.
Good morning.
Aren't you proud?
I am.
I looked it up. I went online. I'm like, I'm going to get her title this time. So, Ashley, you've got a bunch of stuff going on over there at the Extension Office. What's up?
Well, the thing that's coming up the quickest is our Little Books, Little Cooks program, and that is this Friday, February 15th at 10 o'clock in the morning. It usually lasts about an hour, maybe a little bit over an hour, but it's a program for families with children ages 3 to 5, and the families cook and we read together, and then they're also learning to make healthy choices. We had our first daytime event in January, and it was a big hit. We were filled to capacity. So we do have a couple of spots left for this Friday, so if anybody is interested in coming, just give us a call at the office and we'll get you signed up.
See, Joni was in here last week, I think.
I think so.
A week before. I get confused.
They all run together.
Y'all look the same. Okay,
well, and you never know which one's going to show up.
Right, exactly. So I don't even look at the schedule anymore because I'm like, I don't know. It'll be somebody else this day. Yeah, but anyway, so she was talking about that, and she said that, it did go over so well, y'all had to put a cap on it.
Yes.
What was I thought the date had passed for registration.
Thursday. We usually do the day before.
Okay.
But unless it fills up, and then we just have to close registration.
Sure.
But tomorrow will be the deadline.
Okay. And you still have a couple spots left?
We still have a couple of spots.
Good. That sounds like so much fun. I would love to just go watch.
It's a lot of fun. Last month we did milkshake in a bag. And we had some kiddos that made 2 or 3 milkshakes. They really loved it. And then I had one parent telling me about how their child wanted to make it at home.
Of course.
So that's what we like to hear. The goal is for them to start making healthy choices in the kitchen, even as young as 3 and 5, and then really spending the time together as a family.
Well, real quick, I know you said you got to go today, but what?
That's okay.
What is on the plan for this one?
This week we're going to talk about My Plate. We're going to read a story about making healthy choices with your food, of course, and then we will do a food group trail mix where they'll get to mix up the different items from each food group into a little trail mix. And then we're going to splurge a little bit. We're going to make fruit pizza and talk about the fruit is healthy and the cookie part of the fruit pizza is a sometimes food, but it's okay to eat those. We just don't want to eat them every single day.
So fruit pizza is made with cookie. I did not know that. What kind of cookie?
A sugar cookie.
Okay, so do you make the sugar cookie, or are these you can just buy them and cut them out, or?
Well, whichever way you want, you can make it. Well,
what
are
y'all doing?
We will probably. You know what? I don't know which one we're gonna do, but we'll probably buy the slice and bake.
Okay, all right.
It makes it a smidge easier when you're making for several
little
people.
Kids, yeah.
But we'll give them their cookie, and they'll get to slice up their fruit and put that on there.
Is there what's the sauce? Is it like whipped cream?
It's a cream cheese mixture.
Yeah, I really want to come to this class. So bad.
So we will talk about how that is a sometimes food.
Sure, yeah.
I talk about that in preschools when I visit the preschools, and we talk about now, this is a food that we can eat all the time. This is a food that we can eat sometimes. So that's always, it's always fun.
Some of us adults need to learn sometimes food.
I know. But, it just breaks a kid's heart whenever you have to tell them that chocolate milk is really a sometimes food.
Oh, right.
It's just heartbreaking to tell them that. But then they just nod and go about their business. So.
Right. Yeah, I'll ask Mom. It'll be fine.
Right, it's fine. And then we have our couch potato challenge coming up, and this is a walking challenge. And we're not going to do face-to-face meetings. It's going to be done online. So you'll be walking on your own and logging in your time walked. We're not going to focus so much on how far you're walking or any of those kinds of things, but actually the length of time. So I know that New Year's resolution time has passed, but now it's probably starting to fade. We're getting out of the habit of our, gung-ho, energetic, we're going to do this. So we decided to do this couch potato challenge. We're encouraging people to start slow, start smart, and then, of course, start with us. The challenge begins on February 18th. So to register, you just give us a call and give us your email address. You'll receive weekly newsletters with tips to get moving, and you'll receive the log sheet. There will be weekly prizes awarded to those who complete their goals. And then we're planning on setting a time to walk together as a group. It will be optional, so if you can't meet at the set time, that's fine, but some participants do like to get together and see each other, and it kind of helps with the motivation, knowing you're not in this alone, but and then they can decide to form their own groups as they see fit, but we will schedule an optional walking time together.
Now, will that be on like a weekday daytime thing, or will that be in a weekend, or?
It'll be a weekday afternoon.
Okay.
More than likely.
Okay.
So, and then it'll be scheduled through my office where I will also be there. Now, what everybody decides to do on their own time
sure.
will be completely up to them.
Sure.
So, like I said, it's optional. It won't be a time that will work for everyone, but that's why we're doing it online, so that everybody you can still have that community, and we'll probably have a Facebook group. It's not necessary that you have Facebook to join this challenge, but we'll do some different things that will give you a sense of the community without you having to say, okay, well, I've got to be at the extension office at this time on Thursdays.
Right,
So.
right. Okay, so I think I've been trying to get more walking. I do 4 days at the gym. I do my weights. I'm good about that, but I need the cardio. So I've been trying to up my walking. It's not a New Year's resolution. It's just it's time to fix your problem. Stop it. Get rid of the sometimes food. Make them no time foods. But anyway, so is there a time, a specific amount of time that we have to walk? What's the?
Well, it will start small. So it'll start with as little as 5 to 10 minutes, 5 days a week. And then you'll gradually increase the amount of time that you spend walking.
Okay.
And it's based on the National Heart, Lung. I shouldn't have even said it. I shouldn't have even said it.
Look, Joni flipped her paper. She knew what I was going to ask, and she had it all written down and ready.
I shouldn't have even tried to come up with the acronym, but
yeah, well.
It is based on a walking plan.
Okay.
And it really is a couch potato challenge. It's starting from scratch and working your way up. So there's something for everybody. If you're already walking like that, you can still join too.
Well, and see, that's what I was going to say. So I'm doing more than 10 minutes a day, but
sure.
I can log my 5 and then work up to the thing.
Yeah.
I think I'm going to join this.
Okay, great.
I think I'm going to join this because I need this. I do really need to. What is the maximum? Let's just get to that so I know what my end game is.
Well, generally speaking, for physical activity, moderate physical activity, adults should get at least 30 minutes of physical activity most days of the week.
So are we talking cardio or
moderate physical activity? Yes, cardio.
Okay.
So your heart rate is accelerated, your breathing is accelerated. I always tell people you should be able to carry on a conversation, but if you try to get enough air in your lungs to sing a song, you're not. You need to
elevating your heart rate enough.
Yes, you're not elevating your heart rate enough.
Okay. You have obviously never seen me try to up my weights. I can't breathe at all. There is no conversation. There is no breath. But anyway. Okay, so yeah, I'm going to do that. I'm going to sign up for that challenge. I will do that hopefully today.
Great. And then we have on February 19th at 1 o'clock, we have The Pressure is On. It is learning how to use the new electric pressure cookers. So we'll go through the steps of how to use it. We will, of course, have some recipes to try. I know lots of people are using the new electric pressure cookers. Several, I think, got one for the holidays, and then they don't know how to use it. So this class has been requested. So we're
Really?
So we're.
I didn't know pressure cookers were so popular.
They're
Coming back.
newer and they're electric, so they're different from the pressure cookers of the past. But we had a homemaker lesson probably about a year ago, maybe a year and a half, somewhere along those lines, about the electric pressure cooker. And so since then, I've had still more questions about it, and we have a new publication with the University of Kentucky, and we have new research-based recipes to try. So we said, okay, let's go for it.
So who's going to teach this class?
I am.
Okay, and so did you have to go through something to be able to do that?
Well,
Or
no,
you just know what to do?
Just the general trainings that we have at the university, and going through and looking at the publications and trial and error.
Okay, all right, gotcha.
I have one at my house, and I do a lot of chicken in it.
One of the electric ones?
Mm-hmm. I do a lot of chicken. I do a lot of rice.
Gotcha, okay. So I know that we had, and I don't know if you heard me talking to Joni last time, but I know we had Brent Francis in here, and I want to say it was like the first or second time I ever talked to him. So it's been a few months ago. And he was talking about pressure cookers as a fire hazard. Not the new ones, because I don't think he was really talking about the new ones. He was talking about people who get pressure cookers from like grandma or great grandma. They've been passed down, and they don't really know how to use them, and then they try to use them, and then problems happen.
Sure.
But with these new electric ones, walk me through what's different about these than pressure cookers of the past, or have you ever messed with one?
Well, honestly, I haven't used a pressure cooker of the past, and I would have to look that up and see about the new safety features and those kinds of things before I could accurately speak to that. Now, with any type of pressure cooker, just like we do pressure canning, et cetera, things like that during the summer months, you don't want to just leave it. You don't just leave it and walk off and go get busy doing something else. So you've got to really pay attention to what you're doing. That's one of the things that we talk about with pressure canning, is when you're canning, you're canning. So I would say that is one thing that, because you walk away from something and you get busy doing something else, and you've forgotten that
next thing you've got an explosion.
You've got this over here.
So they're not designed to automatically turn off if
they do. The electric pressure cookers do automatically turn off.
Okay.
They turn to a keep warm cycle at the end of the cooking.
Gotcha.
So I'm sure there are safety features built in. I'm just not as familiar with them right now, so I would have to look that up.
Sure. I didn't know if anything in your publications talked about the difference between this one and the ones of grandma's.
They'll have some of the differences.
Okay. Okay. All right. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
That's okay.
I was just curious. I don't have any desire to use a pressure cooker. I don't know why. It just never appealed to me, but I was just curious about them.
Yeah. And then the Penny Ryle area homemakers are hosting their spring seminar. It's going to be a cooking school, Herbs the Word. So we're learning all about herbs at this cooking school. It will be March 22nd at the Christian County Extension Office. The cost is $12. Doors open at 9:30, and then the program begins at 10. Lunch is provided, and if you're interested in coming, register at your local extension office by March 12th.
Okay.
We have a fun day learning all about herbs.
All about the herbs, huh? Okay, Ashley, let's get a phone number and an address to the extension office. I know you feel like we say it a million times,
okay.
But
I say it on a daily basis. So.
And here's the thing. Just because you say it and I'm listening to the show today doesn't mean I'm necessarily listening, because there's nothing I really wanted to do. So, but maybe today there's something I wanted to do, so I missed it in the past. I need it now.
270-365-2787, and we're located at 1025 U.S. Highway 62 West.
And I will say, I have the address memorized now. I've said it enough, and I almost have the phone number down. But there's so much that goes in here.
Oh, I understand.
And it's starting to not all stick. And Ashley, what else can you tell us about? Anything else you want to talk about?
Pinterest Club will be coming up the first Thursday in March, and we'll get information about what the topic we'll be discussing and the craft we'll be doing. That will be coming out later this week. So just be looking for that.
Okay. And Pinterest is another thing I don't have a lot of experience in. I've signed up, but I've not really... I don't know. I don't really know how to use Pinterest, I guess. Maybe that's my problem.
Well, it's really
And they make me mad because if I'm not logged in, they're like, if you want to read this, you got to log in. No, just let me freaking read what I was looking for.
Just let me read it. Pinterest is just an online bulletin board. So you just pick the things that you like and you save them to your bulletin board. And then you can go back and look at them. Or, you just have a bunch of saved items that you never revisit is the case sometimes. But it's fun to look at it.
I find my way on Pinterest a lot when I'm looking for something. Like, I'm looking for a pair of boots. So I'll type in and all these things pop up for Pinterest, but it doesn't take me anywhere. There's nothing I can do. It's not like I can buy them.
Well, there are some pins now that on Pinterest I have noticed that it will take you to the website. You can purchase it and go from there. But
got you. Well, I haven't found those. The ones that I find are not for sale. They're just showing me their boots.
They're just pictures.
They're just taunting me.
Well, you don't have to be familiar with Pinterest Club to come to, or Pinterest, the app, to come to Pinterest Club. We have a lesson topic. We try new recipes. Sometimes it's from Pinterest. Sometimes it's not. Sometimes it's one of our nutrition education program calendar recipes, or it's a Plated Up Proud recipe. And then we do a craft, but you don't have to get on Pinterest to figure out the craft. We do it all together as a group.
Okay. All right, Ashley, I appreciate your time. I know you said
Thank you for having me.
To get to, and I always appreciate you guys coming in and keeping us up to date on programs going on over at the Extension office.
We appreciate the opportunity.
Yep. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Ashley White, Family and Consumer Science Agent. Stay tuned. We've got Code Enforcement Officer Dickie Thomas coming up.
Yo, we driving, we living our best life and my car smells fresh. Yeah, but we weren't always thriving, it was you, girl.
Told you so.
Who pointed out that smell? Now it's all fun, the odor's gone.